Tonight, we are continuing our We the People series. When you hear that music, you know what time it is. We've been looking at the historic significance of the cities and towns in Michiana and how they fit into the fabric of America. We've
been looking at cities through the eyes of their mayors. And tonight, our George Mallet is joining us with a look at the Marshall County seat, Plymouth. Hi, George.
Yeah, and the mayor of Plymouth is Robert Listenberger. He is far more of a public servant than he is a politician, and he has a deep appreciation for his city's place in history.
So this is when the city became incorporated as a city instead of a town.
On a recent summer afternoon, Plymouth City Clerk and Treasurer Lynn Gorski, Mayor Robert Listenberger, and this reporter were in the bowels of Plymouth City Hall. This was the mayor's idea. The lifelong Plymouth resident is proud of his city's role as an American crossroads community. Its history and his own place in that history. It was the mayor who insisted these mayoral portraits be displayed again after they were in storage for years.
There's been mayors over the years that I've looked up to. My mayor was Charles Glob. I think he was a mayor for 24 years in total. So growing up, I knew one man as the mayor and always looked up to him, always thought, well, that's kind of a cool job.
When we spoke with the mayor, he was eager to get outside. He wanted to show me Plymouth and the happy hug of houses and businesses in the Marshall County seat of roughly 10,000 people. To walk with the mayor is to see a man who knows where he came from. Before becoming mayor, this successful Kentucky Fried Chicken franchisee served on both the park board and city council.
At one point I'm like, how great will it be if I can wake up every day coming in and thinking about the city of Plymouth and what I can do, and my full-time efforts go towards that is what kind of drove me over. So
Listenberger was already scaling back his business interests when he was elected in November 2023.
It's the hardest job, but it's the most fun job I've ever done.
Listenberger has become an ambassador for Northern Indiana. He recently found himself in back-to-back meetings with businesses from Holland, Switzerland, Germany, and China.
That was a kind of interesting day. It was really kind of, I enjoyed it. It was reflecting on it at the end of the day. Like, wow, I just talked to 4 different nationalities that want to do business in my hometown.
And though he has been a businessman his entire adult life, this mayor positively lights up when he talks about Plymouth's thriving arts community.
I've said this a lot. If you see a thriving community, behind the scenes you're going to see a thriving arts and culture community.
So Robert Listenberger, a businessman turned public servant, has become an unfailing champion of the arts in his thriving hometown.
Okay, now to my favorite part of the Plymouth story. Mayor Listenberger is a Democrat. He was preceded by Mayor Mark Center, a Republican. Center served 16 years as mayor and was extremely popular. When Listenberger won the election, he used the time between the election and the January change of power, or Center did, to take his successor everywhere and introduce him to everyone. As a result, there was a seamless transition of power. It is a model, I would argue, for how democracy should work. I hope Washington's watching because it's working in Plymouth.
I can tell you something else. Plymouth is doing okay right now. A lot of people
he seems like a great guy.
I really liked him a lot. So
part of the
yeah,
American fabric. We appreciate it. George Mallet on that story. Thank you, George.
Thanks, George.